I love Murray's setup on this pick and roll. This is Jokic and Murray just having great chemistry. You're going to see, all right, going to give it in the post, and Murray's first thing is a spin baseline, but it's really just so Jokic can gain a couple extra feet of space for the screen. So now you get into this screen that allows Murray to get to the foul line and force the switch, and then of course the ball comes inside. Let's watch it one more time. Look at Murray, catches on the elbow, immediately attacks, and you get the screen even lower. Get it. And then what I love is keep an eye on Michael Porter and think about finding the window. So here's Jokic in the post. He sees that Dillon Brooks is now fully committed, so he just knows without even looking that there's one player, number 10, on the backside here and help. So he spins, but what I love is watch Michael Porter just finding the opening here, the seam. Holiday cuts through. Michael Porter makes himself available. Really good contest. Michael Porter knocks it down. Here's Reggie Jackson setting up the pick and roll with Jokic. So a lot of this is, okay, I'm faking like I'm going to attack, but really it just allows Jokic to get a better space on the screen. So you see attacks, draw your defender back, and so now Jokic, who's got his left foot on the three-point line, now can take a step down, because the defender, if he's going to go under, the more space you can give. Look at how much room that now created for Reggie to take the three. He doesn't hit it, but this was a good setup, a good example of setting up the pick and roll. This one here is a great example of a skill Jokic has that very few bigs have, which is that rolling. That Jokic is constantly making you guess, is it going to be finesse or power? And here he's going to power. All right, he feels Jock. Jock's going to put his full body weight into trying to keep Jokic from pushing him backwards. So Jokic knows that. So the next one is a fake push into a spin, and then he's got him. Gives him a little, I mean, the timing on Jokic's hit. So here I love this one. And then now you're going to watch him use his hips. This is Jokic using his hips on Jock, because now he's got him off balance. Boom. Bumped him back just a little bit, just enough to create the soft little floater. Everything about Jokic is textbook. I love the timing on this pass here. I mean, he doesn't even look. He just knows. Again, Jokic just knows. He sees like, oh, there's Dillon Brooks coming over, and he throws it perfectly so that this leads to a layup. It's just the 0 second, no loss. Oh, I just love this one because this is Reggie Jackson learning from Jokic. You see this? Doesn't ever use his offhand. This is a Jokic move. Doesn't pick it up with his left hand, just goes straight into a one-handed push shot. Holiday's really good route runner. So you're going to see this is the flare screen that they run so often. It actually turns into a pin down. They switch it, and I love that he sets up even higher. So if we go back, originally, a lot of players just go through the motions here, right? He sees, okay, there's a switch. I got to get him. He's playing in between. I got to make him go left or right. But you're going to see he jumps. So Holiday back cuts and gets him. This is just good route running. And then look at this pass. I didn't know he had this in his game. Little drive, draw the defender over the top, right to Jokic. That's a great delivery. Holiday's good at a lot of different skills. Zeke Nnaji, one of my biggest frustrations with Zeke is that he makes plays like that are just so untimely. And right here, okay, 11.7 seconds on the clock. You should just be thinking about the worst thing you can do is foul, especially off ball. You want to be physical, you want to do these things, but there's a time and a place. And Zeke just fouls Jeff Green off ball, doesn't even give the defense a chance to make a play here. And as a result, Jeff Green gets 2 free throws. When, you know, best case scenario, you get a stop here, but to foul and put a guy on the line is just really, really rough. And he seems to make those types of mistakes a little too often. But here is a good example of Zeke Nnaji's defense. Shows on 2 different pick and rolls, gets in position, gets up high. And then now watch, this is a very explosive player. And he moves his feet along the baseline very, very well, and not giving any space, and it ultimately leads to a fast break layup. This is the play. You can see Murray, we're going to pause here. You can see him hurt his ankle on the spin here. And there's no contact. Like I thought originally he stepped on a foot. It wasn't. And this is the thing about a player coming back. Your timing is a little off. Everything's a little bit off. And on this one, he just ends up rolling, coming off a little limp. But what I love about Murray, there's certain players that are just like this in the NBA. Like he just hurt his ankle. This is the very first play. Michael Porter Jr., for some reason, hands him an absolute grenade of a play, and Murray catches it literally 3 feet inside of half court. Something inside me just knew Murray was going to drain this. He's that type of dude. He just rolls his ankle. He's all bummed. Drain a half quarter.